Hello my dudes. So I had originally planned on doing a video where I read Midnight Sun by Stephenie Meyer in 48 hours. However, I planned this video before I realized that the book is over 700 pages long, and I don't know about you, but I cannot handle that much Edward in one weekend. But I've read about half of it, and I've quickly realized that Edward is still crazy.
He's still crazy.
So today, me and Stephenie Meyer present to you every time Edward mentions the way that Bella smells and how much he wants to kill her in ASMR. Let's begin. I was a predator. She was my prey, and she had the sweetest blood I'd smelled in more than 80 years. She was so warm and fragrant. I hadn't imagined that such a scent could exist. Has one person ever smelled better to you than the rest of them? Much better? Someone would hear, and I'd be forced to kill even more innocents in this black hour. And her blood would cool while I murdered the others. I made it through the hour this way, imagining the best ways to kill her. Edward says, "I'm not going to class today." Bella says, "Why not?" Edward thinks, "Because I don't want to kill you." The scent was a fire that raced through my dry veins, burning out from my chest to consume every better impulse that I was capable of. The smell of her blood saturated every particle of air in the tiny hot room. My throat burst into flames. Would I go to class, sit beside the girl, where I could smell the absurdly potent scent of her blood and feel the warmth of her pulse in the air on my skin, the hideously appealing scent of her blood? If there was only some way to resist, I would always remember the scent of her blood. Her warm breath swept across my face, and I had to stagger back a step. Venom flowed in my mouth, and my body yearned to strike, to wrench her into my arms and crush her throat to my teeth. He's so romantic, oh my god. Her scent hit me like a battering ram, like an exploding grenade. The scent was a thick haze in my brain. I needed space from her warm-blooded heat so that it would not combine with her scent to overwhelm me. But if she had been hit by the van, if she'd been mangled and bleeding, the red fluid spilling, wasting on the blacktop, the scent of the fresh blood pulsing through the air, I shuddered again. I closed my eyes, trying to concentrate through the desire for her blood that raged inside me, letting her scent rip through me like wildfire. The room was thick with her perfume. Her fragrance was layered on every surface. I curled my hand around the key I'd just picked from her jacket pocket and inhaled her scent deeply as I drove away. She would not have time to scream or feel pain. I would not kill her cruelly. That much I could give this stranger with her horribly desirable blood. I tasted the way the sunshine and open air affected her scent. The heat seemed to sweeten the smell. My throat flamed with desire. I strode quickly into the store, noting the faint trace of Bella's scent in the air. She had been here, on the sidewalk, but there was no hint of her fragrance inside the shop. The rain made her smell better. I wouldn't have thought that was possible. My tongue tingled in anticipation of the taste. I stared at Bella instead, watching the blood spread across her cheekbones. Her scent was one thing. Her flowing blood was another altogether. Her scent was still a force in the car. I was growing used to it. I could almost ignore it, but there was no denying that my body still yearned toward her for the worst possible reason. My mouth was swimming with venom. If he'd done something to harm her, I would annihilate him. Not even the tiniest fragment of his body would ever be recovered. I yearned to pulverize his skull with my fist. The long sweater was too big for her, unflattering. I was repulsed by myself as I watched her toss again. How was I any better than some sick peeping Tom? When we first met, many of you were young teenagers with bright, beautiful eyes, full of dreams for the future. I hope that in the years that have passed, you've all found your dreams and that the reality of them was even better than you'd hoped. I haven't found my dream yet, Stephenie, but thank you for the words of encouragement. I love you.